Hello everyone, I'm your host Blacktuna and welcome back in another video. Today we are talking once again about Temtem with this basically unexpected community-driven update which is live right now as of the recording of this video. And boy oh boy, they've addressed 90% of my issues with the game. And I would have never expected that because they're all together. So starting from the beginning, we will finally get new secondary daily and weekly activities that we will be able to do to get additional money. Because as I mentioned previously in my Temtem review video, my issue with the game is that there are not too many ways to earn money in the game. And all items, cosmetics or not, they are really expensive. So finally they are addressing that by adding fishing. Yes, now we will be able to get a fishing rod and go fishing pretty much wherever we want. So how does that translate into money? So first of all, they introduced a new Temtem of which there are basically 10,000 variations, meaning that this Temtem has 12 different subspecies, one for each element. You know, there's a water fire Temtem, a water nature, a water rock, and so on. And also, apart from the 12 variations of the Temtem, there's also unique mutations for each and single one of them. And again, there are 10,000 variations. So these new weekly activities will ask you to fish some specific subspecies of this Temtem, and in doing so, in the end, they will be earning money and rewards. Now, we will talk a bit later about these rewards, but other activities involve dojo leader rematches. Finally, we can go back, face again the dojo leaders that gave us so much trouble in the beginning. But wait a second, they are still gonna give us trouble because their lineup of Temtems is gonna change weekly. So every week you can rest assured that the dojo master is gonna have new Temtems, and these Temtems are gonna basically match up your Temtem levels. So you're always gonna get some sort of fair fight, if you will. And also these battles will use the same rule set of the competitive matches with picks and bans. Once again, how does this translate into money? Defeating the dojo leaders will grant you a whole lot of money and also the possibility of getting weekly an item called Temtem Radar. We will talk about that later because another activity involves delivering packages at different NPCs across the isles. We will be able to get up to 3 packages per day, and we will have to deliver them by the end of the day to get our reward. Now, these rewards are going to be taken from a pool of loot, meaning that every time you complete a quest, you defeat a dojo leader, you're not always gonna get the same amount of money or the same items, the same rewards, and so on. These rewards are gonna be chosen and taken from a pool of items that can change daily. I mean, the pool is gonna be the same, of course, but your reward is gonna change daily. Also, they've now added some functionality to the wells scattered around the world, and they've also scattered more wells around the world, even in the previous isles. So these wells are gonna be usable, meaning that you can toss a coin into them and you can get a reward. These rewards also include cosmetics. Last but not least big feature is the Temtem Radar. As I said, you can get this item out of dojo leaders when you defeat them, and this radar is gonna be able to spot Temtems in a certain way, and when you spot one with the radar and you engage in the fight, you're gonna trigger a radar encounter. Now, if you defeat or capture this Temtem with the radar encounter, it's gonna add basically 1 stack to your radar encounters. Now, reaching a certain amount of stacks with the radar encounter is gonna increase some of the stats of the Temtems that you're going to meet with the radar encounter. For example, a stack of 20 radar encounters will grant a minimum of SV stats. Same thing with 30, same thing with 40. Then reaching 200 stacks with the radar encounter will increase the chance of Luma Temtems to spawn, meaning that the multiplier for the chances of encountering a Luma will be increased by 5. And if you reach 300 stacks, the multiplier will be 10. The maximum stacks for the radar is 400, and then the radar will break and you will have to get a new one with a new dojo leader. Now, this is all incredible. Now, in all my experience in Temtem, I've never gotten a Luma, so this may be my only chance to get one, and I'm glad they've helped pretty much everyone get them. Now, additionally, they're also doing a bunch of quality of life improvements. They are adding items and all that kind of good stuff, but Most importantly, they're adding the quest diary. We can finally see what we've completed, what we have to complete and how, without losing track of all the items in the quest tracker that we have on the right of the screen now. Now, doesn't this sound amazing? So, if you're interested in this amazing update for Temtem, do go and check it out because it's already out as the recording of this video. And I'm still baffled of how much stuff they put into this update, and it basically addresses all the concerns, if you will, that I had with the game. All the issues that I had with the game, which were not many to be fair. And they've addressed them pretty much all. Anyway, this is everything that I had to tell you today. If you enjoyed the video, please do click the like button, subscribe and leave a comment down below, and I will see you again in the next video.